Let's face it, student debt is out of control. Like, really out of control. $1.7 trillion out of control. Yeah, that's how much students owe in debt. That's about 121 billion monthly Netflix subscriptions, 42.5 billion pre-potted medium snake plants from Home Depot, or the net worth of 17.5 Mark Zuckerberg's. This $1.7 trillion of student-owed debt could even include a guy like this, who dropped out of school to start a YouTube channel where he just... What do?
Smash things.
Right. Well, he seems to be enjoying himself. Our imaginary friend here is obviously a smashing success, but even he has a ton of student debt to worry about.
I studied political science.
The bottom line is, we're drowning in student debt. Luckily, there are some lifeboats out there. You just have to know how to find them and where the paddles are. Lifeboat number 1. If you took out federal loans, you can actually apply for a repayment plan with monthly payments that are based on your income. Here's how it works. Instead of paying off your loan in the typical 10 years, you'll pay a lower monthly amount for 20 to 25 years. So it's a bit longer, but after those years are up, the government will look at your remaining balance and say, hey, don't worry about it. You've been through enough. And forgive the rest. Check out these plans at studentaid.gov and you can apply for them all in one go. They'll match you with the one that best suits you, and then your monthly payments will be a lot lower. Maybe even $0 if your income is low enough. Lifeboat number 2. Another way to snag loan forgiveness is by picking a specific occupation. If you take up jobs like teaching, public service, federal agency work, or AmeriCorps service, there are federal loan forgiveness programs for you. But be warned, missing just one payment could check you off the boat and into repayment waters. And for other professions, there are loan assistant repayment programs, or LARPs. Not to be confused with live-action role-playing. Nothing stopping you from getting a sword, though. So what are the other professions? Well, they are the ones that typically have the most to pay back, like doctors, nurses, lawyers, dentists. You get the picture. Most of the LARPs for these professions are state-specific and give out tens of thousands of dollars each year for students who are eligible. And these are just the tip of the iceberg. So no matter what your field is, make sure you Google your profession, state, and LARP before immediately imploding due to financial stress. Lifeboat number 3 is another tool for getting rid of those pesky loans. Refinancing. Like any type of loan, looking into refinancing your student loans can be a good idea. For some people. If you're one of the lucky ones with decent credit and a steady job, chances are refinancing could be a really solid option. Refinancing is essentially taking a bunch of your existing student loans. They can even be from different servicers, have different interest rates and repayment periods, and rolling them up into one centralized loan. Think of it kind of like a big loan burrito. Instead of getting a bunch of smaller loan tacos, hey, why not make it easier and roll it up all together? Is this metaphor working? Anyway, this is nice because instead of navigating through various different loans, interest rates, and websites, it'll all be in one simple place. Plus, you may be able to get a better overall interest rate. A word of warning though, if you refinance with a private company, you may lose some of the benefits of having a federally backed loan, like postponement options and subsidies. And if the president or Congress ever forgives student debt, yeah right, you could be out of luck. Let's get to the part where we talk about actually paying off your loans with your hard-earned money. Instead of paying the amount your lenders tell you every month, you can target specific loans and pay every other week. There are 2 methods when it comes to targeting specific loans, the snowball and the avalanche. The snowball method is paying off the smallest loans first, regardless of interest rate, in order to gain momentum. If you're the kind of person to just go for it, the avalanche method is for you. Basically, you pay off the loans with the highest interest rate first so that you have less interest to pay overall. Both methods are proven to get the job done. You just have to suit up for the cold. When making your payments, you can also change when you pay to break them up into more manageable chunks. If you pay every other week instead of monthly, it could feel way less overwhelming. Plus, you'll also make an extra payment a year, which adds up over time. And when paying, you can enroll in autopay, so you won't forget to make a payment and get hit with any of those extra fees. Some lenders will even give you a discount just for enrolling, which rocks. The last hack to lower your student debt is to marry rich. You may not be as fulfilled and happy as your friends who marry someone they actually love, but hey, you might luck out and find you actually like your spouse, in which case the student loan payments will just be the icing on the cake.